Hello students, here I am bringing you the solution of JEE Advanced 2025. These are well explained and detailed solution of each and every problem of paper 1. And I'll just walk through the paper, and if you really like it and if you expect more explanation, then I'll make another video in which I will explain things. For that you have to like and subscribe and comment in the video. So let me take you through each problem one by one. So first, this is the problem. I hope you have read this problem. If not, then you can pause the video and just read the problem. And once you have read, then you can see the solution. So here is the first problem. Now there are many ways to solve this question. I just took my convenient method, which is force method. So I use force method to solve this problem. So here is the problem. You can see problem you have seen. I think you can see the solution now. So the methods are very simple. You take the object at mean position, you displace slightly from the mean position. And because the displacement is very small, you can use all the approximation methods. And you can solve the way it's solved here. So you can just go through this by pausing the video and understand the concept. Also, I always believe that, okay, if someone can read and understand, they will have better clarity than someone who is only understanding when someone is explaining to him or her. So it is always beneficial to understand by reading only. This will enhance your the ability to comprehend things much better. Okay. So I'll go to the next problem. First, let me show you the problem here. So again, this problem can be solved in multiple ways. This is from concept of collision, center mass, energy conservation, momentum conservation. So you can read the problem as much as time you need, and then let me show you the solution. So this is the method one actually. I use vector method and concept of quadratic to solve. Try to read and understand. So here I have conserve momentum in vector method and energy because it's a perfectly elastic collision, and the rest is done. Now this is the method two, which is the CM frame method. And again, first you try to understand the method. A lot is required to explain this method. So if you have studied about this, it's really good. Else, I have video also. If you want, you can comment in the comment section, and I'll share the link of the video in which it is explained. Now, this is the third question, and I think if you have question handy with you, you can just read there. Else, I'll show you. So the third question is here. So you can pause the video again and read the question carefully, and then I'll go for the solution. So I hope you have read the question. So here is the third question. All right. So this is the first three question. I'll go for the question number 4. So first question 4, you can read. So read for some time. Try to understand. I'll tell you here something that the diagram which I have tried to draw as much as possible accurately. But nevertheless, the thing which we need to solve question I have mentioned clearly, and that should work fine with you. Because I have tried to draw the diagram on my own, so the accuracy of the diagram is not there. But still, I have made sure that you can solve the question by seeing the solution. So again, you can pause the video, and again, I haven't used any formula to solve this question. Just a very basic concept of measurement. And if you again want a detailed video on this, you can always comment in the comment section. I'll try to upload some video in which explanation is given. I'll go for the next question. Now, this is question number 5. So again, you can pause the video and go through every detail of this problem. And as I said, if you can really read and understand, your comprehension will always improve. So if you only rely on the explanation, which is also not a good idea, it's not a bad thing, but it's like you will develop less for sure. So I think that should cover the question number 5. Yeah. Question number 5 is covered till here. You can always pause and see each page separately. So I'm keeping this page for some time. You can pause it now and you can read everything in detail. So I'll go also again. Yeah. You can pause here, see it, pause here, see it, and pause here, see it. Fine. Now, question number 6. 6 is pretty easy question, just based on the concept of significant figure. Nothing much, so you can answer just by seeing it. I will also mention the difficulty level of each problem, like how it should be presumed at the end of the video. So question number 6 is pretty easy. Just you multiply, you get the answer. I haven't multiplied because you can do the multiplication, but the answer is obvious because only one significant figure must be in the option. Okay, so I'll go to question number 7 quickly. Again, you can pause the video, read the question carefully. You can also download these questions from internet and keep it handy. So you can read question and then you can see the solution here. So again, this is the solution. Again, you can pause it, see as much as you want. Try to understand this and get the answer. Yeah. So everything is mentioned here. Now we go to question number 8. Quickly, I'll just show you the question number 8. You can read about it. Pause the video again, read the question, and then see the solution. So again, you can pause the video and see the solution. Let's go to next question. Question number 9. It is in front of you. Again, read the question. This question is based on the concept of energy density. So just using the formula is good enough. If you know the formula, you can solve this question with ease. Yeah, let's go to solution now. So the difficulty that most of the students faced was the calculation, but I have tried to show you that how you could have done the calculation to a great extent and accurately. So you need to learn the calculation skill also, because now JEE is also targeting your other skill than your concept. Let's go to concept question number 10. and it is based on the concept of heat shielding. So once you insert the plate, you decrease the flow rate. So you can pause the video, read the question, and then come back to solution here. So pretty easy question, but again, because this is conceptual question, we do not know the right concept, we may find it difficult to answer. Now I'll go to question number 11, which I found challenging from the point of view of a student. It's not very easy that it would click at first go. Even though concept will click, but it also requires some calculation. So read the question and try to understand the solution. So here I have used a lot of things. I have mentioned also certain things. So how to think is like first I started with from O actually, then I from O I got the answer at A. From A I derived the B actually, so alpha I derived from thereafter, and once I get the B and beta angles, and that's the end of the story because it is essentially the same angle everywhere due to reflection property. So a bit of geometry you need to apply, and the concept is very small, but I think geometry concept and realizing that it will work this way is a bit challenging task. So I think this question should be put in the category of challenging question and a very nice question from ray optics and also the application of Brewster's angle. So everything is applied here. You can pause the video and see in detail as much as you want. Okay. So now let's go to question number 12. So question 12 is I think based on simply errors and here things are very easy. I mean, just use a formula and you will get the answer again. So again, I found this question pretty easy. So I think that should come in the easy category. So you can read about the solution and then I'll go to the next question. Okay. You can pause the video and see it clearly, like for more time. So next is question number 13. 13 is again not a difficult question, but yeah, I mean, if you're not writing carefully, you may make some calculation mistake. So I won't say this is difficult, but I would say it requires patience because there are so many constant symbols and in such question, what I have seen over the years is students just commit some calculation mistake only. Like even though know the answer, they still didn't get the answer. So read the question, pause the video. So not a difficult question. I would say just a pretty easy question. The idea is to connect the de Broglie definition with the different formula of energy. And once you do so, you will get the answer quickly. So pretty easy answer. I'll go to question number 14. 14 is, I think, again, just formula based. So it is based on the formula of electric field due to dipole for two famous points. One is called the axial point, the other is called the equitotal point. Nothing else they have used, nothing complex, very simple, very pretty. So you can just see the solution. Again, you can pause the video. I have tried to show everything by color coding diagram so that you can understand what you are doing actually. So just see it and that's the answer. So I'll go to question number 15 now. Here's the question 15. Again, you can read the question. I think it's not full page you can see at once, but you can see slightly if I release. Now it should be visible. So again, you can also keep the question handy by downloading it. So again, this is, I would say, a pretty easy question. It's only a matter of knowing the lagging and leading question, and then check the values carefully in the options given. It should be in the category of easy question. Although, because if you try to write everything, it looks bulky, but it's very easy question. So now I'll go to the last question. And for last question, I can say it says you can read S.C. Verma. It's a really nice description about every options given there. So it's from nuclear physics and Boy's theory, including both X-rays as well. So the entire it covers almost entire concept of modern physics, part of our syllabus. So everything is pretty much obvious. Here, if you find one or two options, then you can guess the right answer. So even though some options are difficult to justify at one go, someone who can find the correct two options, which are easy also, they will get the right answer. So I hope you have read this question. Let's see the solution. Again, you can pause the video and see the answer. For more detailed answer, of course, you can comment in the section. I'll share the link. Okay, guys. I hope if you have liked the content and the solution, and if you want some improvement, if you want to see something more, I would love to hear from you guys, and I'll try to make some more meaningful content. My aim is not to make all this noise. Just like meaningful content should reach the most serious aspirants of this competition. I am into the very content should be very rich. I believe that it should be meaningful also, and not for any noise. Just read, understand, and enjoy learning science. Now, as I said, I'll go each question and I'll explain the difficulty level and what you can expect that how the performance should be. Okay. Now, I would say first question will be say easy to moderate because again there is chance of committing mistake here. The reason being if you are not thorough with the concept of rotation, you may find it difficult. So it requires rotation, ABD, SHM, every concept taken together. So it's I would say more than it's not easy 100%. It's a moderate question. So you can expect, but seeing the option, you will understand that what should have been done. Okay, so many will guess the right answer as well. Question number two again is a generally this concept is taught by most of the teachers in classroom, and because it is a question which is seen by most of the students, so many know the answer which I have seen, and therefore I would say this question is easy if you have seen it before, and if you have not seen it before, then it's maybe difficult question. So it could be anything. If you have not seen before, and if you're not through with the concept of center mass or collision, it is definitely a difficult, moderate to difficult question. This question I would write a very easy question. It's just basic definition of Faraday law, and that will give the answer. So I won't say this is difficult at all. This is very easy question and doable for everyone. This is again a very pretty simple question. It's the same as JEE-Mains level, so I don't think this is difficult for anyone. This is again a very easy question, and it's a very typical content delivered in lectures. So when we teach you, I mean, this is the must question that we discuss in class. So assuming this question is discussed in most of the classes, the familiarity with this question is very high. So again, it should be called a moderate question because you have to do many steps. So let's keep it easy to moderate. This question is again either very easy or you can say very difficult, depends on whether you are clear with the concept of significant figures or not. So it's very easy, or if you're not clear, then you may get confused also. So let's keep it easy only. This is also, I would say, conceptually hard question for many. So if you're not very much clear with the concept of reflection property of string, wave in a string, then you may find it difficult. And also you need to know the writing the graph of a reflected graph when phase shifts and all. So I would keep it in the range of moderate only. I mean, it's not difficult for sure, it's moderate only. Question 8 is pretty simple. Like the moment you read the question, you will realize that it's just concept of pseudo force method. and therefore I'll keep it easy only. It's not difficult at all. 9 is also easy, just calculation wise. It's uh, challenging, but it's easy question. 10th, I can say it's easy to moderate because it is not very often discussed in class. So if it is not often discussed in class, you may find it confusing or challenging, but in general, it's a easy question only. Pretty easy, I would say. 11, I said, I find this really turning point of this paper. This paper is having this question, which is a gem of a question. It requires a thorough understanding of concept as well as some geometrical property also. So I would rate this as hard question for JEE 25. 12th is again easy question. Uh, just the basic concept of errors, and if you apply, you get the answer. 13 is again easy only, and just you need to solve if you know the concept. It's easy. 14 is pretty easy, just it's a bonus question. Everyone should get this marks at least. 15 is maybe if the idea of phase shift and graph is not thoroughly clear, you may be confused with how to read the graph carefully. So I think for this, you need to learn how to read the graph carefully. And the last question again, it's a theoretical. You need to know a lot of concept about nuclear physics and other physics. And if you read, then you can solve the question. Let's say even if you know very few concepts, then because it's a MCQ, by reading the options, you will actually figure out that which option is the correct option. So I think I would rate this question again as moderate only, not difficult. Thank you guys for watching the video. Bye and take care. Happy learning.